You're swinging at 90 miles per hour and you're still losing distance off the tee. I know that feeling. And for the longest time, I thought it was my swing. Tried fixing my takeaway, tried adjusting my grip, tried everything. Turns out, it was the ball. Yeah, the ball. Most golfers at 90 miles per hour are playing the completely wrong golf ball, and nobody's talking about it. Today, I went deep on this. I tested, I researched, I compared, and what I found genuinely surprised me. So, if you're swinging anywhere between 85 and 95 miles per hour, stay with me, because this one's actually going to change how you think about your equipment. Why your swing speed changes everything. Okay, so before we get into the actual ball recommendations, let me explain why 90 miles per hour is such a specific, important number. Because here's the thing, golf balls aren't one size fits all. Every ball has something called a compression rating. Think of it like a squeeze test. When your club face hits the ball at impact, the ball compresses and then springs back. That spring is what sends it flying. Now, if your compression is too low for your swing speed, the ball overcompresses. It gets squished too much. You lose energy. You lose distance. The flight gets wobbly. If the compression is too high, you're not generating enough speed to fully compress it. So again, energy is wasted. The ball just kind of pops off the face without that satisfying snap. At 90 miles per hour, you want a ball sitting somewhere in that 75 to 95 compression range. That's your sweet spot. That's where you start getting real, consistent, repeatable performance. And the crazy part is, a lot of golfers at this swing speed are either playing a soft, low compression ball meant for beginners, or they're playing a stiff tour ball meant for guys swinging 115. Neither one is helping them at all. So let's talk about what actually will. The best golf balls for 90 miles per hour swing speed. Let's get into the actual picks. These are the ones that came up time and time again when I dug into this. And there are real reasons each of them belongs on this list. Titleist Pro V1. I know. Everyone recommends the Pro V1. But the reason everyone recommends it is because it genuinely performs. And here's something most people don't realize. The standard Pro V1 compresses right around 87 to 90. That is almost perfectly matched to a 90 miles per hour swing. It's not just a popular choice, it's technically a well-matched choice for your speed. What you get is a mid-high ball flight, really consistent spin on approach shots, and soft feel that doesn't feel like you're hitting a marshmallow. Around the greens, it gives you control. Off the driver, it holds its line. Quick note though, the Pro V1X, which is the firmer version, runs a higher compression. Once you start creeping toward 100 miles per hour, that's when the X makes sense. At exactly 90, stick with the standard Pro V1. Callaway Chrome Soft. Now, if the Pro V1 ever feels a touch firm to you, the Chrome Soft is genuinely worth your attention. This ball compresses really nicely at 90 miles per hour. It has this graphene-infused core which sounds like marketing speak, but what it actually does is improve energy transfer at impact. You feel it in the distance, and you really feel it in the carry. The Chrome Soft tends to launch a little higher than the Pro V1. For most golfers at 90 miles per hour, that actually helps. Higher launch with the right spin rate means more carry. More carry means more distance. It's pretty simple math. Greenside spin is excellent. Mid spin off the driver so it's not fighting you. And it typically comes in a little cheaper than the Pro V1, which is always a nice bonus. Tailor-made tour response. Okay, this is the one that doesn't get nearly enough credit. The tour response uses a 100% tour urethane cover. Same cover material you find on TaylorMade's premium TP5 lineup, but the price is noticeably friendlier. The compression sits right in that mid-range, and it performs really well for swing speeds between 85 and 95 miles per hour. You're getting genuine tour-level short game control, solid distance off the tee, and a feel that honestly holds up against balls that cost significantly more. If you've been wanting to play a proper tour ball but the Pro V1 price stings a little bit, give this one a sleeve, play it for a round. I think you'll be pretty surprised. Shrexen Z-Star. Shrexen doesn't get the spotlight it deserves, but the Z-Star is a genuinely serious golf ball. The compression is right around 88, almost purpose-built for 90 miles per hour. It's a three-piece urethane ball with a spin skin coating that gives you really nice control around the greens. But here's what players always talk about with this ball: the feel on the putter. There's something about the feedback off the face that just feels really dialed in. Not too clicky, not too soft, just right. Distance is competitive with anything else on this list. Ball flight is a mid-launch, which works really well for most 90 miles per hour swingers, and the price is usually a solid step below the Pro V1. Oh, and one thing, the Z-Star XD is the higher compression version. At 90 miles per hour, that's not your ball. Stick with the standard Z-Star. Bridgestone Tour BRX. The last one is the Bridgestone Tour BRX, and this one is genuinely interesting. Bridgestone has built their entire ball lineup around swing speed matching. Like, that's the core of their whole philosophy. And the Tour BRX is specifically built for swing speeds under 105 miles per hour. So this ball was literally designed with you in mind. It has what Bridgestone calls a reactive cover. The idea is that the cover firms up on high-speed impacts like driver shots to hold energy and boost distance. But on softer shots around the green, it acts softer and gives you that touch and feel. A lot of golfers in that 88 to 95 miles per hour range actually pick up measurable distance when they switch to this ball. Not because it's magic, but because it's actually matched to their speed. What you should avoid at 90 miles per hour. All right, let's flip it, because knowing what not to play matters just as much. At 90 miles per hour, super low compression distance balls are not your friend. The kind marketed as maximum distance for average golfers. They're built for swing speeds well below yours. You're going to overcompress them, lose control, and get too much spin in all the wrong places. Hard two-piece balls with Surlyn covers, the ones that come in big value packs. At your swing speed, you're good enough to be playing a urethane cover ball and actually benefiting from it. Surlyn just doesn't give you the greenside control that a golfer at your level needs. And extra firm high compression balls, the ones built for tour players swinging 110, 115 miles per hour, you're not fully compressing those, so you're giving up distance and feel at the same time. Worst of both worlds. Stay in the middle, mid compression, urethane cover, three-piece or more. That's the formula. What to actually look for when buying. So if you're standing in the golf shop trying to make a decision, here's the quick checklist I'd use. Compression between 75 and 95. That's your number. Anything labeled specifically for slow swingers or elite tour speeds, put it back. Urethane cover. At 90 miles per hour, you've earned the short game benefits of a urethane ball. You will feel the difference around the greens. I promise you that. Three-piece construction or more. More layers means the ball can behave differently for different types of shots. That's exactly what you want. And ball flight. Think about your natural trajectory. Do you already hit it high? Maybe look for something with a mid or lower launch. Hit it a bit low. A higher launching option might actually add real carry yards for you. And look, before you commit to a full dozen of anything, grab a sleeve of 3. Play it for a round. Let your game tell you if it fits. Ball fitting is not just for tour players. Wrap up. If this video helped you at all, hit the like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more golfers who need this stuff. Subscribe if you're not already, and drop a comment below telling me what ball you're currently playing and what your swing speed is. Curious to see what you're all gaming out there. See you in the next one.